Good evening. This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for January 29, 2021. I'm Handel Duncan. Here's what we're tracking this evening. It is now over a week since 12 Guyanese fishermen and their vessels have been detained by Venezuela in Guyana's exclusive economic zone. Despite international demands for the fishermen and their vessels to be released, Venezuela is not budging. A mother of one of the detained fishermen is now calling on the government of Guyana to do more to ensure the safe return of her son and the other crew members. The woman, Beverly Ross, who resides on the Essequibo coast, explained that since the incident, she has been briefed just once by the authorities, and that briefing provided very little information. The woman's 29-year-old son, Renier Christopher Shaw, is among the crew members who have been detained in Venezuela on allegations of illegal fishing. The mother said she was able to communicate with her son briefly via social media and explained that he is not sure when they will be released.
He said to me that the people over in Venezuela, I guess, is maybe the people who arrested them or the court of whoever, because they passed them through court on Monday and they didn't charge them. Yeah, they passed them through court on Monday and they didn't charge them, but they say that they can have them detained there for at least 45 days.
The woman explained that though her son has given assurances that he's not being abused, she remains concerned.
My days is not like usual, because it's like every turn I would keep wondering what's next. What's next?
She said the families of the crew members are devastated by the situation and they need answers.
I learned that there is one of the detained persons from these vessels. His wife is about to give birth any one time, and she doesn't have a pin as yet. Now he is not there to provide for her, and I don't know what's next. So I'd be very much appreciative if they can reach out to these families, let them know. Give them a call if it's every other day and say something that, well, we are doing this, we are doing that, this is the position, or what have you. But I'm not hearing anything.
The mother said her son has been working as a fisherman for the past 2 years. Venezuela has claimed that the vessels were in their territory. The government of Guyana has dismissed that claim and has informed that the two seized vessels were actually operating within Guyana's exclusive economic zone. More news coming up.
I'm a lover of dancing. Since I small I danced the foxtrot, very filled, a pain in the foot.
Lymphatic filariasis can be a chronic disease, and left long enough without being treated or identified can cause debilitation. If you're infected as a child, it's there, it multiplies in your system, in your body for years until it actually causes damage to the lymphatic system.
So when it started to swell, I couldn't wear sandal, I couldn't wear a shoe.
The stigma that's attached to them, it's something that's overwhelming.
Yeah, these times your name changed. You're no longer who you are, Bigfoot lady.
When they used to share these tablets, I used to disregard them. And when I know the importance of the tablet, when I got this foot, then when they come around again and give me tablets, I throw down my throat in front of them and say, when I go inside and drink some water.
A message from the Ministry of Health in collaboration with PAHO.
Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
Mom, what are you doing with GPL on your list?
Child, you forgot I have to pay GPL?
You got time with GPL.
I have to keep these lights on. The customers who think in that manner and refuse to honor their obligation to GPL are obviously not playing their part in ensuring quality service delivery. So, I will continue to pay my GPL bill on time, every time.
I recognize the value of your point, Mom. You were right.
What if eliminating lymphatic filariasis was as easy as running the 50-meter sprint? Guyana is then well advanced in the race to eliminate lymphatic filariasis, known commonly as filaria. As we are crossing the finish line, let us remember that this chronic infectious illness can survive in our bodies for years unknowingly before triggering health conditions like hydrocele and elephantitis. What we also know from the current global pandemic is that chronic conditions put you at a higher risk of complications when contracting COVID-19. Your best prevention method is taking your filaria tablets during the mass drug administration campaign. This is the step that takes Guyana closer to the finish line of eliminating filaria as a public health problem. A message from the Ministry of Public Health in collaboration with PAHO WHO.
GBTI is your Guyanese bank, a bank that understands every customer's unique needs, opportunities, challenges, and financial concerns. At GBTI, we see you for you. Whether you're buying a new home or car, planning your next vacation or retirement, saving for your child's future, or whether you're ready to take that bold step of investing in your dream business idea, we are with you every step of the way. We hear your stories and watch you focus on your dreams as we share your aspirations. We are more than just banking. We are a family. We are part of your community. Our commitment extends way beyond the walls of our branches and is demonstrated every day in the opportunities we provide to our individual and business customers. The support, time, and commitment we give back to communities across Guyana to help improve the lives of our Guyanese families. Because we see Guyana through your eyes.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95, tune up. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95, tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive!
Mobile Special and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobile Special and all other mobile lubricants are distributed.
On the same day that a North Road border woman appeared in court for the cocaine and snack box bust, the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit issued wanted bulletins for two other suspects in connection with the same bust. Kanu today issued wanted bulletins for Aiden Lewis of Shopping Plaza South Ramville and Chelsea Collins of David Rose Street South Ramville. Kanu said both are wanted for questioning in connection with the recent drug bust. Anyone knowing their whereabouts is being asked to contact the nearest police station or Kanu on 227-3507. Sources familiar with the case have told News Source that Lewis and Collins have been named as the persons responsible for the cocaine that was found in a box of local snacks that was being shipped through the Eugene F. Cryer Airport to an address in Brooklyn, New York. The person who shipped the items between a pilgrim was arrested and charged. In court today, she pleaded not guilty to the trafficking in cocaine charge and was remanded to jail. The woman has claimed that she was only asked to ship the package on behalf of her friend. 3 days after 30-year-old Patrina Pilgrim of North Road border was arrested over the shipping of a box of Guyanese snacks that contained cocaine, she appeared in court to face drug trafficking charges. Pilgrim appeared before Magistrate Leron Daly and pleaded not guilty to the charge that she was involved in the trafficking of 534 grams of cocaine through the airport at Ogle. After listening to the details of the charge, the magistrate remanded the woman to jail until February 19, when the matter will continue. The woman's relatives have claimed that she was asked to ship the package of snacks, which included mitai and coconut biscuits, to an address in the United States on behalf of a friend. Khan was able to track her down after the bus was made. She was arrested at her home. Using its majority in the National Assembly, the government voted down a motion that called for a commission of inquiry to be conducted into the September 2020 Lusignan prison unrest, which left 2 prisoners dead. In presenting the motion, APNUFC member Gita Chandan Edmond said a commission of inquiry would be significant to shed light on the many unanswered questions surrounding the deadly riot. She said lives were lost and the families of the 2 dead prisoners deserve some closure.
I wish to reiterate that this motion centers around our duty as members of the National Assembly to confront and to interrogate issues of national importance. We must therefore recognize that the sanctity of human life must be respected. Life cannot be restored if it has been lost. When we were bringing this motion, it was really to give the family members and by extension the people of this country the opportunity to hear what happened truthfully and to ensure that there is no reoccurrence.
The opposition MP, who is also Shadow Minister of Home Affairs, said she is disappointed that the government does not see the need to get to the bottom of the incident by hosting a commission of inquiry.
I am disappointed, and I'd really hoped that the government would have understood that this was an opportunity to give them an opportunity to make certain things public, which they have not done so far. It is my view that the honorable members on that side of the House seems to think that they have to go through an unwarranted inconvenience to respond to the cries for justice or to a commission of inquiry.
In response, Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben noted that while it is regrettable that 2 persons lost their lives during the unrest, the government could not support the motion for a commission of inquiry.
While we continue to work at improving the conditions, the welfare, the housing of both the prisoners and the staff, I think it would be wrong for us to get bogged down in commissions of inquiry, in perhaps more reckless, irresponsible discussion about these matters. And given the fact that we do not have a properly constructed document in any way, in respect of the whereas clauses and the resolution, I am not in a position to support the undertaking of any commission of inquiry, absent as it is from the resolve clause. And I have to say again that we have made full disclosure with respect to this matter, and the police are examining certain other aspects in relation to the incident.
Minister Ben reminded the House that a COI was conducted into the Camp Street unrest in 2016. He added that the recommendations from that inquiry were never implemented and that the administration would be examining those recommendations. On the 29th of September last year, 2 inmates were shot and killed while others were injured during a protest by prisoners over the cases of the coronavirus in the prison. Well, 58 new cases of COVID-19 have been recorded in Guyana, taking the total number of active cases to 806. Since the start of this month, more than 1,200 new cases of the virus have been recorded in Guyana. As the number of new cases increase, Guyana has moved to stop all air travel with Brazil, which is currently seeing a faster spreading variant create havoc in the country. Guyana's land crossings with Brazil have been closed since March. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony today said citizens need to get serious and follow the COVID guidelines.
Our appeal is to ensure that people do the right thing, and we are working right now to curtail spikes when we see them but we need the assistance of the public, and the public can help us by doing the right thing, wearing masks, sanitizing their hands, keeping their distance, and so forth. We have spoken about these preventative measures repeatedly, but we just don't want people to hear them and know them. We want people to practice what we've been saying, because this would actually save a lot of people's life.
Guyana has seen more than 7,000 cases of COVID-19 since the first case was recorded last March. Still facing a backlash from environmentalists over its flaring practices, the ExxonMobil company announced this afternoon that it has been forced to increase its flaring of natural gas aboard its oil production vessel. In a brief statement, the company said there was a technical issue regarding a seal on the gas compressor on Liza Destiny, and that problem led to a temporary increase in flaring above pilot levels in order to maintain safe operations. The president of ExxonMobil Guyana, Alice Routledge, said the company is disappointed that the unexpected issue has occurred, and they're working diligently with the vessel's owner and the equipment vendor to understand and fix the issue as quickly as possible. Exxon said the relevant Guyana government authorities have been informed of the issue and regular updates are being provided. The company did not say whether the temporary increase in flaring has impacted its oil production offshore Guyana. Local environmentalists have consistently expressed concerns about the flaring practices by the company and the impact it could have on the environment.
I'm a lover of dancing from since I small. I danced the foxtrot. I feel a pain in the foot.
Lymphatic filariasis can be a chronic disease, and left long enough without being treated or identified can cause debilitation. If you're infected as a child, it's there, it multiplies in your system, in your body for years until it actually causes damage to the lymphatic system.
So when it started to swell, I couldn't wear sandal, I couldn't wear a shoe.
The stigma that's attached to them, it's something that's overwhelming.
Yeah, these times your name changed. You're no longer who you are, Bigfoot lady.
When they used to share these tablets, I used to disregard them. And when I know the importance of the tablet, when I got this foot, then when they come around again and give me tablets, I throw down my throat in front of them and say, when I go inside and drink some water.
A message from the Ministry of Health in collaboration with PAHO.
Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
to the impacts of the global pandemic, COVID-19, across our nation, essential organizations like us have chosen to adopt innovative approaches to meet the emerging needs of our customers while protecting our employees. Here are some quick tips to make managing your GPL bill easier while we practice social distancing. To register for electronic billing, you can use the e-billing tab on your website. To access your bill balance, you can use 4 options: the website live chat at gpl.net, the online inquiry on our website under billing, SMS Freedom by texting your GPL reference number to 624-0400 or 608-8400, or call our call center at 226-2600. A message from the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all: do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Mobil Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobil Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
What if eliminating lymphatic filariasis was as easy as running the 50-meter sprint? Guyana is then well advanced in the race to eliminate lymphatic filariasis, known commonly as filaria. As we are crossing the finish line, let us remember that this chronic infectious illness can survive in our bodies for years unknowingly before triggering health conditions like hydrocele and elephantitis. What we also know from the current global pandemic is that chronic conditions put you at a higher risk of complications when contracting COVID-19. Your best prevention method is taking your filaria tablets during the Mass Drug Administration campaign. This is the step that takes Guyana closer to the finish line of eliminating filaria as a public health problem. A message from the Ministry of Public Health in collaboration with PAHO WHO.
Across in the region, regional heads of government have been asked to help cover the cost of severance entitlements of over 70 million EC dollars to former employees of regional carrier Liat. In a letter dated January 22, the court-appointed administrator Cleveland Seafood said that as of April 2020, the total unpaid entitlements to workers across the region amounted to over $100 million. Of this amount, $79 million is in respect to the employees' legal severance entitlements. The administrator revealed that to date, 564 workers have been terminated, and as restructuring process is completed, the remaining 103 employees will be terminated. The letter was addressed to the governments of Antigua and Bermuda, Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago. It was also copied to the CARICOM Secretary General and several of the trade unions across the islands. Well, airline service to Mexico and all Caribbean destinations from Canada will be suspended until April 30. This announcement came from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today. The move is being seen as a stricter measure on travelers in response to the new and likely more contagious variants of coronavirus. As the suspension takes effect, the Canadian Prime Minister has also made it mandatory for travelers arriving in Canada to quarantine in a hotel at their own expense when they arrive. Trudeau said in addition to the pre-boarding tests Canada already requires, the government will be introducing mandatory PCR testing at the airport for people returning to Canada. The Prime Minister said those with positive tests will be immediately required to quarantine in designated government facilities to make sure they're not carrying variants of particular concern. Air Canada, WestJet, Sunwing and Air Transat are cancelling air services to all Caribbean destinations and Mexico starting Sunday until April 30. Internationally, China has warned Taiwan that any attempt to seek independence could mean war. The warning comes days after China stepped up its military activities and flew warplanes near the island. It also comes after new U.S. President Joe Biden reaffirmed his commitment to Taiwan and set out his stance in Asia. The U.S. has called China's latest warning unfortunate, adding that tensions did not need to lead to anything like confrontation. China sees democratic Taiwan as a breakaway province, but Taiwan sees itself as a sovereign state with its own constitution, military, and elected leaders. Analysts say Beijing is becoming increasingly concerned that Taiwan's government is moving the island towards a formal declaration of independence, warning the Taiwanese president against taking steps in that direction. On the other hand, he has repeatedly said that Taiwan is already an independent state, adding that making any formal declaration is unnecessary. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin. I'm Handel Duncan. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye.